Hey people, let me get my list as always. These always feel like a little bit of uncomfortable before I press the record button, but after then it gets going. I did a 3-minute video before this covering this stuff, but my mic wasn't on, so yeah, getting into the world of that stuff. So as you see in the title, I want this video to be an apology. So I apologize to all the guys I said the F word to, in general, for the F word, my bad language. I won't take it more for myself. The way of tone and how I portray it is pretty fun, and I would give myself that. Like, I'm still laughing my ass off on the part when I say, "Oh, this is a man." Like, it's pretty fun. Yeah, the tone itself makes it acceptable, but yeah, I can't accept it in front of myself. So it is funny, but we can go without those. We can make it funny without that stuff. After all, that stuff it was what makes clout and drama itself, you know. That's how these things get clout, the drama. So I've decided to make this documented, very conscious in essence. After all, that is what I am. Full throttle on consciousness. Even from remembering back, I was always a little bit on another level, a little bit more conscious than the others. I was always understanding things without getting infumed by stuff. Like, I always let stuff pass by just because I was conscious, and it doesn't matter. This is not a competition. So, but after all, consciousness is the last true value that every human strives for and tries to fulfill himself. But anyhow, in these videos, you will have what I mean by these conscious talks. You will have on the spot how I think and how I consciousness myself. You will have an atmosphere of how I analyze my thoughts, how I go about stuff. In a sense, you guys will be within my mind, total transparency. I will literally serve my mind on here, like an invitation to my mind. Everything open source, my thoughts, my feelings, where did they came from, how did they came from, why I think this is like this, why I think like this, where did I think this came from. I have dwelled too much in my mind, and I'm pretty sure in this stuff, so I know where certain things come from. Even when I'm not that powerful to assess them, I know where they are coming from. The mind is a whole world, and it needs foundations and support by the consciousness for you to be able to have it fully on grasp. But that's the drama of life. If you were born with a fully fixed, worked on mind, there would be no fun, no drama. It's not interesting. You've gotten to the final point without work, which in sense makes it pointless. So this video will be a series and a document of consciousness itself. So let's see. Right now we have it immediately, the thing I'm talking about. So this is when we analyze my last video and this one. So let's say the brand thing, the personal brand thing. Last video I came in guns blazing, blah blah blah, this that, I know everything, blah blah, in a fun way. I do not know everything, but that's the up point. Whoa, I'm surfing the clouds. And then in this video I have a turnaround. I go up, I go down. Drama, life itself, existence, day and night, blah blah. And this is how you create brands, let's say. when you have something to cling to, when stuff is hard. That's why we try to get fulfillment through work, in a sense. And now I had that very fun coming out on the internet, very cool jokes here and there, covering all the themes of today, let's say. And now I'm bringing it down and apologizing because I've come to sense myself that maybe I went a little bit over the top, and that's fine. And that is the example of the ultimate consciousness, being your own therapist in a way. The internet is a great place for this. Even after this, when you watch yourself, an excellent thing. I also got my mother into this, like I put the record and put the phone away, and she was kinda afraid, but now this is very fun. Yeah, it is fun, but very insightful, fun plus. So this channel will have everything that is me, plus analyzed by the new me that is created during the process of creating this thing, which analyzes itself, the old me, blah blah. It's a constant progression, up and down, life, drama. Once you get flat, you're the universe, you're a guru. You don't need to, you have gotten to the ultimate goal. That's why most people, like old people or very rich people, once they get very rich, they still haven't found the final fulfillment. That's why they turn to meditation, spirituality. The only way out is in, as Sadhguru says. Same with old people, like they will bring up their sons, they will get them sorted out in life, and you have seen old faces just look at like with an empty look, searching for their existence. You have seen this old people, perhaps even young, like especially old ladies sitting in the street and just looking at a point, like analyzing the life, what has been left and what's the point, blah blah. That probably would be most of it. Again, I apologize for my bad manners. That's not how I've been taught. My father also said to me that maybe I'm a little bit too advisory. I think that comes from my nature of very selective and sharp thoughts. All my life I've been very, that's where the consciousness itself comes from, in a way, from having a very very sharp mind. But a very sharp mind, if you take this mind, let's say this is a knife, and you cut with a knife and you don't have balance with that sharp knife, you can cut yourself. I've been in that place. My friend, some friend of mine is at that place now, and he's got it not very good. He didn't try to listen to me. Maybe he can't. It's a bad situation, and that's alright. It will come, but also on my dad, a little thing. I will do a video on parents as well, what I have in my experience and how they got it from their parents and how that affects me. And he's probably gonna watch that, and this as well. I think he was the first person to watch the first video. That we watched it together, doesn't matter, right here in this room. But I've talked to him with this about, which I'm gonna cover. Let's not get too much into it. I have filmed some few videos before filming this apology, 2 and 3 I think. This is 1.5. Yeah, 2 and 3 have been filmed, and maybe I'll have some bad language in there, some outbursts here and there, some not, but I don't mind those. Cool stuff talked about. Anyhow, a little update. I have started my studio, building my studio, which will be a very high-end listening environment. I will listen the truth in music. Space, we'll cover that in another video. Thanks to my grandpas who helped me and would continue to help me. After all, they built their houses themselves. Also, a friend of mine who will get the materials for me. He has a stockpile. Him as well. Like, I searched the whole of Macedonia to get the material I need for the studio, but he was the only one who said, "I'll do it." Kudos to him. More on that on separate episode. I thought this was gonna be a 5-minute video, but anyhow, it's not scripted. I just have some sentences written out and I go from there what I want to talk about. That would be from me. I did the Discord community thing, but I did not do it fully. Like, there is a channel, but yeah. See you people.